Hello and welcome to Nerida Yoga. We are doing a 40-minute practice, which is a modified version of the Power into Journey yoga practice. So join us, do as much as you can, modify as you need to. If we do something that feels too strenuous, you can always come to your knees or come to a pose that feels more comfortable for you. So we're going to start with some warm-ups. Everybody just hug your knees into your chest. Then arms down by your side, take both legs straight up into the air and feet hip distance apart. And circling from the ankles, so just circling the toes around. Circle your toes in the other direction, just waking up the feet. And stretching your toes to the ceiling, stretch your toes high. And flex. Flex at the ankles, pull the toes back towards you. You should feel that stretching up the back of your legs. And then hug your knees into your chest again. If you have a strap, let's get the strap. If you don't have a strap, you could always use your towel or something like that. And now take your left leg down to the mat and right leg up into the strap. So we start with the leg at the floor. You're going to try and push it down so that the back of your leg is really pushing as much into the mat as you can manage. Of course, that takes a lot of flexibility in your hamstring. And to start with, you can bend your knee a lot, pulling your thigh back towards you, pushing your heel to the sky. And then as you start to warm up, you could straighten the knee a little bit or a lot, so that eventually, ideally, the leg is fully stretched. Just gently pulling it back towards you. You're going to feel this. If it's really behind your knee or down in your tail, bend the knee a little bit. If you're not fully feeling it at all, then straighten the leg more, and yes, you could pull the leg back towards you. And now working with the strap. If you don't have a strap, you're just holding behind the back of your leg. But if you're working with the strap, bring both ends of your strap into your right hand. Walk your hand up the strap as much as you can manage. And now gently ease that leg out to the right. So we're going to open the inside of the leg, the sartorius muscles. Your left hand is to the hip or on the ground. Careful not to roll the left side of your body. You're getting a good stretch here through the right leg. Now bring your leg into the air. Again, with the strap, you're going to bring your left foot up to join the right foot in the strap and take the right leg down. Of course, if you don't have a strap, just switch your legs. And now remember to push your shoulders into the floor. Pull your belly button into your spine, pressing your low back down so you're grounded. And think of your right leg pushing into the floor as much as possible, pulling this left leg back towards you, pushing the foot into the strap. If you're working with the strap, you resist against that to create the tension to increase the stretch. Again, you can bend the knee as much as you like, pulling the thigh back towards you. Nice steady breath in through your nose and out. Yeah, look at that. We're shaking. We get some really good stretching going on. So you could be getting a really good stretch with the knee bent and you're really feeling that in the hamstring, or of course straight leg if that works. And now both ends of the strap into your left hand. Right hand could come to the hip or to the floor, and gently ease that leg out. Straightening the knee as much as you can. Remember to breathe. Empty your breath. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose and breath out. So remember, these ladies are all very experienced yogis and very flexible. So we just treat them as inspiration rather than trying to match what they're doing, and take it in your own pace, at your own pace, in your own time, at your own level of stretch and flexibility. So you want to feel it stretching, but if it starts to feel too much, feels sharp, you want to back out of that. Be careful, take care of yourself. And leg up into the air. Nice. Now hug your knees into your chest, both knees hug in. So we're going to rock and roll a few times. You can sit up and back, or like Grace here, you could go side to side. Grace is going to show us some modifications this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're doing this. And then come up and over to downward facing dog. So you're going to cross your legs, hands forward. So if you have issues with your wrist, you could copy Grace. She's going to show us some really great ways to be able to still do a yoga practice, but be careful with the wrists. If you are in the full pose, you're pushing down into the knuckles of your hands. Careful in the wrists so that you're not straining, pushing your body through to your legs. Good. Just stretch your right leg up into the air. Nothing else. Just lift that leg high. Can you take it higher? Beautiful. And feet together. Left leg, sweep it up. So bracing the shoulders, hugging the shoulders in to give yourself some stability. And then lift that leg as high as you can. Ooh, nice, Gabby. Get some stretch in there. And feet together. And now walk your hands back to your feet. So you're coming to the back edge of your mat. We're in forward bend. So here, you want to plant the feet, the heels really pushing down into the floor. You could bend the knees a little bit to start with and then straighten as you warm up and stretch out. Really bringing your body forward, forehead into the shins. And so see here, you can really bend the knees. This is actually a more successful pose because the ribs are right on the thighs. Could you straighten your legs for me and pull? Yeah, see this? It's not as effective in your low back. So by bending and really folding, you're getting the release through the whole back of your body. That's really nice. Okay, walk your hands forward for downward dog. Here we go. Some leg swings. Again, you could follow Grace. Come to your forearms, elbows at the mat. Just simple leg swings, great way to warm up the body. Take your right leg into the air behind you. We bring the knee into the chest and the shoulders swing over the wrists and then swing the leg back. Lovely. Keep this going. Big breath. Inhale, swing forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Big movement. So you're working with your own breath. See, these ladies are all working in their own time because they're bringing the knee in with the inhale and then taking the leg back with the exhale. We all breathe at different rates, so we're going to move at different speeds. And when you're ready, feet together, let's switch to the left. Left leg high. Here we go, knee into your chest, rock forward. Knee back. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in, bring it forward. Breath out. A couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Is that even? They're going to say yes because they want to cut out of it. And walk your feet to your hands, forward bend. And bow down over your legs. You could bring opposite hand to opposite elbow and swing from side to side. So really swing the body out here. And then let the pendulum slow in its own time. So you come very still. And hands to the mat. Roll up to standing. Big breath. In, reach up high. Exhale, fold, forward bend, bow. Half lift, pull the chest forward. So remember, you want to have a nice flat back here, pressing your hands against the shins, or you could have your hands at the floor. Could you show us at the floor? There, look at that, still having a nice flat back. Beautiful. And walk or jump your feet to the back edge of the mat. You could hold the plank for as long as you like. You're just going to build strength, really activate your core, develop core stability. We're going to come down though, low plank, bend the elbows, shoulders forward. Really hug your elbows into the ribs. Try and flatten your low back, tailbone towards your heels. Come to upward dog. Lift up. Hug the shoulders back, chest high. And downward dog. So you could come through your knees, tuck your feet, or roll over the toes, hips high. Empty your breath completely. Remember your breath. You want to breathe through your nose, through your throat. Ujjayi breath. Coming into that rhythmic flow of breath really anchors you in your practice, and it becomes a moving meditation, movement to breath. And step or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, forward bend. Inhale, come up to standing. Reach up high, big breath. Exhale, fold, forward bend, bow. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in through your nose and breath out. Let's go again. Walk or jump to your hands, forward bend. Half lift and fold. Come on up, reach up, inhale, exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward dog. So that is the series A of the sun salutations, those movements. Now we add some more poses in, and that becomes series B. So let's do series B. Come forward, forward bend, half lift, fold, forward bend, reach up to standing, and bow, forward fold. Thunderbolt. So you're going to bend the knees. And of course, if you have a sore back or any back issues, Gabby's going to show, she's going to bring your hands to your thighs and lift the chest, which is a great option with the Thunderbolt. So you stay in the pose, but you're lessening the intensity. Hands to your heart center, fold, forward bend, bow, straighten your legs. Half lift, pull the chest forward. High plank, walk or jump your feet to the back edge of the mat. Low plank, take it down. Inhale, upward dog. Downward facing dog. Warriors, right foot to warrior one. Step your right foot forward. Back heel flat to the floor. So your back foot, the little toe edge of the foot pushes down into the mat. The inner ankle lifts. You're pulling the back hip forward so that left hip forward, the right hip pulls back in underneath you. You lift up tall, shoulders down your back. Good. This is warrior one. Hands to your heart center. Hands down to the mat. Front foot goes back, high plank. Low plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remember to curl the sitting bones right up to the ceiling, releasing through your whole spine. You're lengthening out through the body. Left leg high, warrior one, huge step forward. You can help it along. You can bring your hand behind the calf muscle, step the foot forward, arms reach up. So now you're pulling the left hip back in underneath you. Beautiful. Right hip pulls forward. Long breath, inhale. Keep pushing into that back foot. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Hands down to the mat. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Let's hold this. So these planks, up dog, down dog, is what we call vinyasa, the joining steps, the flow, which can get really intense and vigorous. So the next time we go around, Grace is going to show us an alternative. But right now we're all coming to downward dog, downward facing dog. Let's go again. Right foot, warrior one. So you can either go for the vinyasa, you ladies go for the vinyasa, or like Grace, we're going to step up to the front of the mat. So go high plank, or we step up. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog, downward dog, left foot to warrior one. So like Grace, you could step that right foot back and left leg bent. And we breathe. Deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. High plank, or step up to the front of the mat. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And step or jump forward, forward bend. Thunderbolt. Bend your knees, arms reach up. And fold, forward bend, bow. Half lift. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one. To warrior two. So you want your shoulders and hips stacked right over each other. Bend the front knee a little more. And come to high plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. And downward dog. Jenny, could I get you to move back on your mat a little bit? So come right back. Bring your, yeah, so we can see Gabby a bit better. That's lovely. Left foot, warrior one. There we go. Warrior two. So you're facing to the right side of the room. Arms are out wide. Lift up tall through your body. Can you bend that front knee a little more? Long breath, inhale. Exhale. And high plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And step or jump forward, forward bend. Thunderbolt. Forward bend. Half lift. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot to warrior one. To warrior two. Reverse warrior, bring your back hand to your back leg, slide the fingers down towards your ankle. That's gorgeous. Arm over the ear, trying to really straighten that arm in the air to warrior two. High plank, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now your left foot to warrior one. Warrior two. Bend that front knee. Can you go deeper? Yes, you can. Reverse warrior, up and back, reach back. So you're opening the front side of your body, contracting the back side. Get that stretch. Warrior two. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go right foot again to warrior one for dancing warrior. Come to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Back hand to the back thigh, reach back. And then come up and over to side angle. So you can either bring your elbow to the thigh or hand down to the mat, which is more intense, needs a lot more core strength to lift up and back. Here we go. Reverse your warrior. Up and back. To side angle. Go forward. Reverse warrior. Up and back. Side warrior. Go forward. Side angle. Reverse. Side angle. Stay in that front knee. One more time. Reverse it. Go back. Reverse warrior. Pause for a moment. Now come to warrior two. High plank. To low plank. Inhale, upward dog to downward facing dog. Or of course, like Grace, you could take out the vinyasa and still get into your warriors. Here we go. Left side. Left foot to warrior one. But if you ladies could stand up and flip. Jenny and Faith, bring your feet together. Jenny and Faith, bring your feet together. Now change. Turn around, face me. Left foot, warrior one. That's your right foot. Left foot. Left foot. Sometimes the hardest part of yoga class is working out your right and your left leg. And warrior two. Here we go. Warrior two. Bend that front knee. Go deep. Reverse warrior. Up and back. Side angle. Go forward. Reverse warrior. Up and back. And side angle. Reverse warrior. Just keep flowing. Side angle. Up and back. Reach up and back into reverse. I should probably count how many we do each side. Side angle. You just keep going till it feels even. Does this feel even? Okay, reverse warrior. They say they're done. And warrior two. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Downward facing dog. And let's make our way to child's pose to take a rest. To downward facing dog. So, Faith, could you walk your hands back to your feet? Grace and Gabby, come to the front edge of your mat. Jenny, walk your hands back to your feet. Everyone roll up to standing. Arms reach high. Hands to your heart center. For balancing, you turn around. Jenny and Faith, if you want to turn around and face this way. Yep, you could face the front. And arms reach up, big breath, inhale. Right arm under, right leg over for eagle pose. So you're hooking the elbows. Hug the shoulders back. Now lift your top leg into crescent lunge. So you're going to lift that right leg, step it back behind you. The front foot is flat, the back heel is up. Hug the shoulders back, lift up and go back. So you're going to reach back, elbows lifted, eyes follow the ceiling. You really want to push into that ball of the back foot to keep your balance. Front heel planted. And now recover your body. And come up and forward into airplane. Oh, they're all trying to do their own thing. You want to lift your back leg straight. And now bring your back leg up and around into airplane. Wrap that top leg, into eagle. Top leg over the bottom leg and sink in. Beautiful. Keep your shoulders over the hips. So of course that's a big balancing sequence. So if you need to modify, if you need to come out of it and come back to it, you can do any of that. Do what you can. Stay with the practice. Do what you can manage. And eventually you can flow. Feet together, arms up. Faith, could you turn and do it facing this way so we can see a side-on version? Lovely. All right, let's bring the left arm under. Hook your left arm under. Lift the elbows. So you're trying to lift the elbows in line with the shoulders, hands away from your face, squeezing your shoulders back, push the shoulders down. Good. Now bend your knees a lot, lift the left leg and wrap it around the right leg. Really hook that thigh over. Beautiful. Breathe. Breathing in through your nose, through your throat, filling your lungs, staying with that flow of breath. Now lifting your top leg and bringing it back into crescent lunge. So the foot comes to the floor, gracefully, beautiful. Hug the shoulders back. Push your shoulder blades up into the chest and come into a bend back, reach back. Your fingers reach back behind you. And now recover. And come forward. So you're going to shift into your front leg into airplane, pulling the elbows away from you. Notice if they're tucked up in underneath you. Pull the elbows forward, lengthen the body, lift that leg into the air. Can you lift it higher now? Try and have that foot come up higher. Beautiful. And now, no touchdown. No touchdown. Bring that foot up and over into eagle. Left foot wraps around the right leg. And bend into your standing knee. Hug your shoulders back. And now bring your feet together and the arms reach up. Inhale. And hands to your heart center. Faith, if you want to face to the front now, come in a little bit into the middle of your mat. That's lovely. Jenny, if you want to come over here for us and turn and face in towards the ladies. There we go. All right. Now taking your left arm up high, keep your right arm down by your side, reach back and catch your right foot behind you. You could stay like this, great stretch for your quads, and you're balancing. This is a balancing series. Push down through the foot you're standing on. And if you're staying upright, you're balancing. Pushing down through the big toe of your standing foot to reduce the wobbles. Now we're going to take dancer's pose. So you're pushing this leg up into the air behind you, trying to keep your chest high. There we go. Lifting it up. So you're not duck diving forward with your body. The body's lifted. This is beautiful. You could always hold on to something to get some balance. Push down into my hand if you need to. So you can always put your hand against a chair or a kitchen bench or whatever you need to find your balance. Try and have that foot you're standing on toes to the mirrors. That often helps. Knee over the toes. And come up to standing. Good. Change sides. So taking your right arm up, catch the left foot behind. And again, you could stay like this or take the leg up and back into your dancer's pose. So you have the gracefulness of a dancer. You can even smile, right? Yeah, it's yoga. It's not a torture chamber. You wouldn't think so by the faces sometimes. All right, everybody, come up to standing, feet together, everyone facing to the front. Tree. So if you guys like to stand on a block, grab your block. Let's do that. And of course, I would only recommend a block if you're really certain of your balance. Otherwise, pushing your foot into the floor. Catch your right foot. Hands to your heart center. Now interlock your fingers and press your palms high. Squeeze the elbows towards each other. Lifting up through the whole body. Hands to your heart center. And feet down. Other side. Left foot. So, yep, change your feet. Hands to your heart center. Interlock your fingers and press the palms high. And squeeze your elbows towards each other. Stay with that flow of breath. Really good balancing. Great job, you guys. Hands to your heart center. And come down. Step up to the front edge of your mat. You got that side. Go right up to the front, Jenny. Arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Forward bend, bow. Half lift. High plank. Low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog. So now we're going into a triangle series. Of course, you can always take child's pose in between these if that works for you. We're going to move straight into warrior one with the right foot. Arms reach up. Warrior two. So we're in triangle. Straightening the front knee and tilt into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Coming into half moon. So shift your weight forward, float the back leg up. Jenny, if you could move forward on your mat a little more, that would be great. Beautiful. Now you really want to lengthen your body. You could even come up onto the fingers here, come up onto your fingers, so you lengthen. You want to have both sides of your body even here. Good. Come to your warrior two. Hands to your hips. Step your back foot in. We're coming into pyramid. So you step your back foot in and pull yourself forward. If you step right over to that edge of your mat so we can see you. There we go. And lift up nice and tall. So you can see there's different distances. You want to find the distance that works for you, but keeping your feet at hip width. Try and have your heels in line with your hips. Lift up. Let's take the left arm up here. Left arm up. Bend your front knee slightly and then pull your chest forward. So you lengthen and pull away from your hips. Keep going down. And I'll show you with grace, you can bring your hand to the block. Now, let's do a twisting triangle. Pull the chest forward. Take your right arm out to the side and rotate so your body is facing towards your right leg. You're bringing your bottom shoulder through, twisting the top shoulder back, keep lengthening through. If you can straighten both knees, go for it. But that's quite intense in your body. So ideally, the back leg stays straight and you can soften the front knee if you need to. If you want to get really fancy here, you could come into twisting half moon, lifting your back leg up off the floor. Or like Grace, you're going to keep it on the, I'll keep one of us there so that we have an option. Great. Hands to the floor, step your back foot down for pyramid. So hands either side of your front foot. You can either use the block or move it away. And it's like you're trying to kiss your front knee. Yep, bend it, bow down. That's lovely. Really good work, everyone. And everyone, feet together at the front of your mat. And roll up to standing. Jenny and Faith, if you could spin the opposite way. No, move back. Stay at the back of your mat there, Jenny. There, good. And fold, forward bend. Just let it go for a moment. And walk your hands forward or your feet back to downward dog, however you can get to downward dog. Take your left leg high into the air. Warrior one. To warrior two. And straighten your front knee. We're going to come into triangle pose. So again, think of the sides of your body even, the top and the bottom sides of your waist stretching out. Reaching that top arm upwards. The bottom hand can either be in front of your foot or behind it for a more intense version. You could push into the block, or if you don't have something handy, you can always push into your shin. Really nice triangles. All right, here we go. Half moon. Shift your weight forward, float your back leg up high. Pushing out through both legs. And again, you could come up on the fingers of your hand at the mat or have the hand flat. Steady breath. And come to warrior two. Hands to your hips. Step your back foot in and spin towards your front foot. Lift the chest up, taking your right arm up and come forward so you can soften that front knee, fold at the hips, pull your body forward. And now, yes, using the block is great, pushing into a block. Pull the chest forward, long body, half lift. Now take your left arm out to the side, roll that shoulder back so you're spinning towards your front leg. Push the back heel into the floor, zip up that back knee nice and straight. The key here is to keep your body long. This is a very intense pose. So remember, you can bend the front knee to take some of that intensity out of it. And that can be really strong in the hamstring. So by bending the knee, you take that pressure off the hamstring. Really rotate a little more, twist. Oh yeah, like that, awesome. And you could hold this or float the back leg up for your twisting half moon. Again, extremely challenging pose. Just do what you can manage. And pyramid. Hands to the floor, step your back foot down. Oh, so good. Now just pull yourself down that front leg. Let the head go. Remember, it's like you're trying to kiss your knee here. Get down to your leg. Empty your breath. That should feel so good in your body now. Okay, everyone, hands in front. High plank. Low plank. Inhale to your upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the floor. Cross your feet behind you, laying onto your back. So, Grace and Gabby, could you join us spinning your body to face to the side? So just swing your legs around. That would be really good. Laying onto your back. Bend your knees. Have your feet flat. So we're coming up into a bend back. Most of us are going to take a modified version, which is called the bridge, or you could take wheel, which is the full bend back. So here we go. Hands are, like Jenny is doing here, we can have the hands underneath our shoulders, pushing up into the wheel. Takes a lot of strength in your upper body. You're trying to push your chest away from you and then pulling your legs away from your chest. So you're really lengthening out through your whole body. This is great. Pushing into your feet. And of course, bridge is a really beautiful bend back as well. Pushing into the shoulders, chest lifting up. The pose starts when you want to come out of it. So you resist that by breathing. Your body starts complaining, I'm done, this is enough. So you just take another breath and you'll surprise yourself with how long you can hold a pose just by taking another breath. Okay, slowly come down. How good does that feel? Yeah, we'll go again. Here we go. Bridge or wheel. So you can do the other pose or repeat the same pose. Let's take it up. And then very slowly rolling down. Nice. Just take a moment here, no sudden movements after a bend back. And when you're ready, slowly drop your knees to the right side. Knees up and over to the left. You could take that a few more times faster if that feels nice. Legs right, left, right and left. Now coming still, we're going to straighten the legs out into Shavasana. So bring your arms by your side. We're going to do a squeeze and release. So we'll start with the feet. So scrunch your toes up, squeeze the feet tight, 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 and then let it go. Now your legs, squeeze your leg muscles tight, 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 and let them relax. Now your butt muscles, squeeze your glutes tight, 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 really hard working muscles. So you want to squeeze them and now completely let them relax. Let the whole lower half of your body feel like it's melting away. Hands, squeeze your hands into a tight fist. Tight, tight, tight. And let it go. Your arms, squeeze your arms tight. They hug into the sides of your body. And let the arms relax. Now your shoulders, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let them go. In your face, squeeze every muscle in your face. Tight, tight, tight. Like nobody's watching. Tight, tight, tight. And let your face muscles relax. Like you're taking a mask off. So now your whole body is resting on the floor. Nothing to do now but just be here. You've worked every muscle in your body, and this is your chance to rest. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll over onto your right side. Curl up into a little ball. And sitting up, coming to a cross-legged position. Hands to your heart center. Take a long breath. Inhale. Exhale. Looking at your fingertips. And together we say, Namaste. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Faith, Jenny, Gabby, and Grace for your work this morning. Thank you. Awesome work, you guys. We're done. Thank you.